Hey guys, hey, it's me, Jimmy Lou from the Messy Craft Corner. It's lemon day, you guys. We're having fun with all these lemons. It's the only time where a lemon is fun. Because you definitely don't want a lemon vehicle. Just saying. So come hang out. I know I said I was going to be live at 5 o'clock. But listen, you guys, it took us longer when we were out than anticipated. So there was that. But anyways, do you guys get the text messages from Michaels? Do you guys know that there's a 40% coupon this week from Michaels off one item? And that's good because depending on if you want something, yes, if you want one of these trim and scoreboards from Michaels, 40% off is a really good deal. So just letting you guys know that. Sign up for their text messages. So that way you get the the coupons, the 40%ers for sure. They don't give them too often, but right now there's a 40%er. Plus sign up for the rewards program. I'm always earning vouchers. $5, $10. One time I even got a $20 one up till Thursday. Yeah, up until Thursday. Yeah, exactly. Oh, darn, I should have went in there today. Well, I didn't. I only just got that coupon. Why only till Thursday, Becky? What the Harry? Who knows? Okay, so there's that. All right, so here's what we got done. First video, we did the cover. We added the pockets. And what else did we do? The cover, and we added the pockets, and we added this little clip on the back cover. Then what we did, put my glue machine on, we went to the sewing machine, and I showed you how to sew the little ruffles, as well as I showed you how to stitch onto paper. You got to see the new sewing machine in action. The old lady discount. Yeah, exactly, right? It's the old lady discount. Then in our third video, we added the signatures, and we added this little tuck spot on the doily, or signature. We added this place for a photo, and then, you know, there's a space there. You could write Grandma's Kitchen, or Becky's Kitchen, or Mary's Kitchen, or Brenda's Kitchen, or Holly Ann's Kitchen. Whoever buys the book, you could write on there, you know, whoever's. And then we have this, and we created this belly band. We're going to put a list thing there. And then we were working on these, and that's kind of where we left off, was working on that. But I don't want to take up a lot of time adding this on here. But I will review it. So you start by adding your first piece on, and then each piece gets added additionally. Carrie King Hall, hello. Hello, Diana. Each piece that you put on the waterfall builds on the piece ahead of it. So we're adding this one and just lining it up with the one in front of it and pressing that down. Okay. Let's round these corners on these ones, you guys. So this is something that can get finished. I'm not adding anything to the waterfall except for this decorative piece here, because I want to leave it open for writing. Because it's a cookbook. I want to give it the spots for the writing that it so much deserves. It deserves a spot for writing. Don't you think? I think so. So we're not going to get our dangle done today, I don't think. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to come live tomorrow morning. I have the Crafty Bunch tomorrow night, so I almost have to do it tomorrow morning. But I wanted to go to the Salvation Army because they have a vintage wedding dress over there, and they will not mark that sucker down to 50% off until tomorrow. We went there today, and I was like, ooh, Larry, the labels are pink today for 50% off. And I went back, but the label on the wedding dress was a yellow one, so it was a yellow tag. So, oh well, woe is me, right? Okay, so I just need to add like 3 or 4 more to create the rest of this waterfall, and then that's going to be all finished. Now, I said about on the back side of this, I want to add something to make this a little more sturdy. So look what I found. And my sweet friend Cheryl Miller gave me a bunch of papers. And I found this, and look at the pattern. Doesn't it look like Grandma's wallpaper? Doesn't it look like wallpaper? It looks like wallpaper that was in my grandma's house. Same way with this one. It has like a little bit of a floral accent to it, but especially this one. This was like in grandma's kitchen. I have to say, I really remember this being in grandma's kitchen, and it's shiny. It's giving us that little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to cut a piece down to fit, and then we're going to go ahead and we're just going to mat it straight on there, and that's going to give it a little more. It does, doesn't it? And then look, it just matches with this picnic caramel cake over here and this nut spice cake. So we might create a little pocket here to tuck something in as well. So let's just give it a go and see what we got. All right. So I know those were 8.5 by 11. So I know that I need 5 1/4. 5 1/4 by 8 1/4. That's because it's 1/4 of an inch smaller for the rest, for the pages. Okay. So there we go. Look, grandma's wallpaper for sure. Hello, Miss Roberta. Thanks for the sprinkles. Okay, and we're just going to put that on there. Now, I'll use this somewhere else, but this is like the perfect size to add as a journaling card. You could cut it into a tag shape. It doesn't really matter. And it could be this book or any book. But look at how pretty that's going to look. And then I was thinking, we have all these, oh good Lord, all of these nice, amazing ephemera pieces that are big. And look at this one. This is like a, I don't know if I'm going to do it on this one, because it doesn't exactly match. Hold on. Let's see what we can find here. That's a carrot cake. Oh, that's pretty. There's all these cakes. Look at that. Oh, yummy. Some of these are so yummy, delicious looking. Or this one. And, you know, we made that pot or that tuck spot. Oh, geez. Hold on. My stuff is falling out of my folder. We made that tuck spot on the front up here. We can do the same thing here. We can just create a tuck spot, and then this will hold whatever we want it to hold here. Okay. Now, be thinking ephemera-wise, these pieces of scrap, Sherry Comer, oh my gosh, I was supposed to list it on my page before. Oh, Larry made me drive when we went out tonight, and I forgot all about it. Usually I do that stuff while he's driving. I will get it up for you, I promise. But you can fussy cut these lemons out and create some really cute ephemera using that stuff too. So, and somebody recommended in one of the videos this morning about using magazines, to find food stuff in magazines to fussy cut out. And that's a great idea, especially food. If you're doing a food book or a food journal or a cookbook, that's a really great idea because, you know, Food Network and stuff is like perfect. All right, so let's add this here, just like so. Okay, and then we also have to do our black bag, because everyone's getting a black bag. If you're getting a kit, you're getting a little black bag. We could have actually did that on here too, but there's already so much happening on this side. Okay, yes. Okay, so there we go. All right, Bookmakers Club is going to be tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Okay, so to create a tuck spot, all I'm going to do is I'm going to add glue on 2 sides, the bottom of the cake plate and the side. And then this is all going to be open to put tags or journaling cards or, you know, some other fun things. I wouldn't put a pickle in there. But I would put a journaling card in there or a tag. Okay, so 2 sides are, yep, the bottom and 1 side, sorry. I was thinking pocket. Okay, and we're just going to tuck that right there, just like so. And then it's a nice balance between this cake and the gold in this picture and the gold in the wallpaper picture, paper, background. I think I know what I'm saying. I don't know. I might not exactly know what I'm saying. Okay, these are my pieces for the cover. And here's a tag. So, you know, tags can get tucked in. And just like I did before, just take the journaling paper. And if you get a kit, you'll get journaling paper. You'll get 2 sheets of it to use to back your tags or whatever you want. You want to make your own tags. You want to create journaling spot. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. And we're going to, well, these are my fabric scissors, and here I am cutting paper. Wait, Jimmy Lou. Are you trying to get in the doggy house? I bought this pair of bee scissors thinking, well, I'll keep this for my fabric. And here I am cutting paper with it. For Pete's sake, Jimmy Lou. Set a good example for the ladies, will you? So there's that. And then again, you can take something from whatever. This is just a piece of that fabric, and just put a little tabby right on the top up there. I know, shame on you. Shame, shame. Everybody knows your name. And I have a good pair of scissors sitting right there. But I got the bee ones because I thought they would be cute to keep by the sewing machine. Let me just put them not where I can reach them. That'll be helpful. Okay, so there's that. Look, we now have this tuck spot with this tag. You can add other journaling cards. Just use some cardstock and create something amazing using some of your scrap leftover pieces. And we can totally do that. This is, what is this? 5 1/4. 5 1/4. And we're going to cut it to 3 1/2. Okay. So 3 1/4. Nope, that's not right. What did I cut that at? It needs to be 3 3/4. I went down instead of up. It is 3 3/4. It's 3 1/2. What are you doing, Jimmy Lou? Now there we go. 3 3/4. For land's sakes, Jimmy Lou. Look at it before you cut it this time. Goodness gracious. You think I never did math before? 5 1/2. My goodness. There's my sweet friend Ray. What was she thinking using those? I know, right? My goodness gracious, y'all. Okay, so here we can create a little journaling tag. These I cut. We'll use them for something. It's just a matter of what we're going to use them for now. And you can use them to make tags, back things. It's all good. It's all good. No worries, you guys. Okay, and we're just going to place this on here like so. And let's grab a little piece of this lacy stuff. I was looking for those scissors again, you guys. I literally was looking for them again. And let's just add this as a little tab, okay? So just a little tab. We're going to staple it on there. It's some of that lace that we've been using. You could sew. This is like sewing. You could put it on your machine and you could sew it up. Whatever you like there, okay? Entirely up to you. But there, I just like to add a little staple. I think staples are fun. They add that metal element to a project without punching a hole. And I could have rounded the corners, but I didn't. And then this can just get tucked right in there because we got the whole lemon journal thing going on. Look, there we go. Okay, so we have these 2 pages here. And what I think we're going to add our paper bag that I'm going to do here. And then I'm going to leave this blank. And I'm leaving this blank because then you can add a photo. You can add whatever you like. Okay, so my pages are 8 1/2. I can totally leave it and that will stick out, and I would be okay with that, but not everybody would be. So here's what we're going to do. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this to create pockets, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it down so that it's a little bit smaller than the page itself. Boy, my allergies are going berserko right now, you guys. So I'm just put a little tick mark there. We're going to cut it down to that. Where's Michelle? She'd be so proud of me not measuring. And we're just going to cut this off right there. Where is everybody? There was like 60, 70 people here earlier today. Y'all must be busy. So it actually is getting cut down to 7 3/4. Okay. Now, if you so choose, you can keep this and use it for something. I am not so inclined to keep this little piece of paper, but if you were going to do a paper snippet roll, this is perfect for that. You can cut this off and then take it to your sewing machine and just sew pieces of paper to the strip, you know, all the way. So if you're doing a project and using a lot of those, that would be perfect for that. Okay, we're going to put this here and we're going to cover it with some paper. Not that, because it's not big enough. This isn't going to be big enough either. Okay, this one will. We'll be okay with this one. And we'll be okay with this one. The only thing is it has this, and that's going to bug me. Hang on a second. No, we can trim it a little bit. So now if you, I'm sure it's around supper time. If you get a kit, you will get a black bag for in your journal. So there are some kits available yet, I saw. So that's good. All right. And then this part here, that is actually, it's 2 3/4. So I'm just going to cut it down to 2 1/2. 2 1/2. And then we're going to cut that edge off right there because I took it to 4 1/4, and that's like the perfect size. And we're just going to mat this, you guys. And then we're going to make some pretties, okay? We're going to do some pretty things with it. So start by adding this piece first, your top piece, because we're going to create like kind of a little bit of a background kind of thing. And then we're going to make some pockets, just some fun little pockets, okay? I like the pickle guy. I like the June Boy kosher style pickles, but he does not match with this lemon stuff. Not at the moment he doesn't. Maybe on a different page he might. That's what I was having trouble with the burger. Like, I like the burger and I want to add him. I want to do it, but he doesn't exactly match with what we have going on. But I do like this. All natural, fresh and healthy, organic. The only thing is it takes up that whole piece. And I have some other plans here. So here we go. And I'm sure a lot of people will catch this on the replay. And, you know, I do know there are bigger pages on, you know, at the moment, and that's okay. All right, that's on and ready to go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to leave the gussets alone on this side. That this is going to pull out, and it reminds me of like the paper grocery bags. That's why I kind of went with this. So this is going to get glued flat to this page, but this is going to become a pocket, but so is this. So to create this into a pocket, you just want to pull this back. Whoops. I got some glue there. And you want to add some glue on this side and this side, and then just press it down. And then that's going to create a pocket right there. I told you we will get to use these pieces. That will make a pocket right there. And we are going to use this as a side pocket. We're just gotta wait a minute until I get that. I'm not that far yet. Okay. So what you can do in this at the top is you can put in some recipe cards, some coupons, whatever. You can put secret messages in there, anything at all that you like. entirely up to you. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to glue the whole bag down. Now, sometimes I glue it only on 3 sides, creating like a side load pocket. But I just wasn't feeling it for this book. So we're just going to go with it. So see how it changes that brownish color background into something kind of fun. Okay, Novella, I'll look for it. I'm having trouble since the latest Facebook update. I'm having trouble getting messages. So I will look, though, and see. If I don't respond back to you by tomorrow morning, you should message me again. Because some of you that have messaged me more than once, now your stuff is starting to come through. So I don't know what Facebook is thinking or what they're doing, or I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, so we have this that we can create this little tuck spot. So here's some more of the paper that I got from my friend Cheryl Miller that I thought would go really good with this paper pack, with this stuff. So here's this one. And then there's some yellow. I don't know if that's going to mess with anybody's eyes or if you have epilepsy. If you do, I'm sorry. And then there's this one. And I just thought these were fun. Just some fun little extras. Read all about it. So let's go ahead and let's create something on this tag right here using this one. Okay? Because I like this against that. So we're going to make this into a tag. And what we're going to do is, it's 3 1/4, which is perfect. It's a little tall, so I'm going to cut it down to 6 inches. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to mosey that side off. And I totally just messed that up. We're going to cut this down to 6 inches. And we're going to cut it to 3 inches. So 3 by 6 is like a good size for this. And then, like I said, we're going to take this and we're just going to nip it and cut it. Then take your piece, put it to the other side over here. Okay? And then just use that as a guide to cut it off on that side. And then you have tag shape. Okay, so this was 3 by 6. So let's cut this down to 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. 5 3/4. Okay. And then all we have to do is put this all the way to the top, just like so. Kind of center it off where you want it to be. And then just use the tag itself as a guide to nip this off. Okay, then you'll be able to slide it down and put it into place and it will mat it out nicely. Okay, so we're going to add that. That reminds me of like the diner floor. Who's with me? Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say the diner floor? Like in the, what was that? Like in the 20s or something? Okay, and we're going to glue this down. Glue it down, create some tags, do some fun stuff. Leave the backside blank so you can write on it. I mean, you're making a cookbook, right? So you need a place to write recipes or tips in the kitchen. This would be great if you have like a conversion table that's this size that you can stamp on it, or it reminds you of ribbon candy. Yeah, some, doesn't it? It reminded me of like the floor. There was a diner we used to go to when I was a kid, and it kind of reminds me of that, so... Okay, and then we got Johnny's shredded wheat here that I thought he would be fun to add to this. And now where is it? Hello. I've lost it. I've lost it. We have this. We're going to add this right up through the center there. And we're going to put him on there. But we're going to first pull these beads off of here. There's little pearls on this. And I got this ribbon at the Hobby Lobby. So those of you who are going to want to know. And if you pull those beads, they will come straight off of there. But this reminds me of shredded wheat. Again, okay, we have to pull them of Michelle here. Okay, this is Harvey. And Harvey loved shredded wheat before he went to his Boy Scout meeting, right? It was tasty and nourishing. It was all ready to serve, and it tasted like grass. Who remembers? Who remembers? That's exactly what it tasted like. So we're going to put this down here, and we're going to put this over the top. And that's just giving us a little extra fun little thing going on there that reminds me of shredded wheat, okay? So let's go ahead and add some hot glue. Okay. And I did have a finger thingy. Here it is. I was like, I don't know what happened to it, but I had one. So we're just going to press that down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a little nippet of this. A little nippet. I like to nip it. Oh, geez. Why is it so loosey-goosey? What did I do there? I think I had it, my stitches too far apart. That's okay. We'll make it work. And I'm just going to fold it over. And this is going to be the tab part of our tag, just because I want it to be. And then he's going to go on here. And that looks really fun and interesting. So we can pull this up in order to get this on here. Just like so. Okay. Get out my portable sewing machine. There we go. And now we can press that down. And we can put Johnny's shredded wheat on there. And how fun is he to go in that pocket? And then I'm going to show you something else we're going to do. Now I'm going to use Fabri-Tac on this, you guys, because of it going onto that burlap ribbon. So we're just going to do that. We're just going to use Fabri-Tac, which is fine. Okay. So there we go there. Look at how fun that is. Tell me that's not fun. That's fun. How fun is that? It's pretty fun. Okay. Right? Good evening, Miss Chris Spencer Little. I see you. Okay, so here's our paper with our boy. We're going to stick him in here. Our little tag. And then I have this. This is a tissue paper. And it's all like baking stuff. It's a baking paper is what it is. You're supposed to wrap like cookies and candy and stuff like that in it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab it in the center here. And we're just going to give it a little pull. You guys know where I'm going with this. And it's going to go down inside of this right here. Hold on, I stand it up and get it in there good. I'm just going to press that down in there. I'm going to press it flat. And I'm going to let that stick right up out of the book page. Because look at how fun that is. Right? Just something different. Exactly. You want to just do some things that are different. If your book is chubby-wubby, that's okay. Because how fun is it then? Look at how fun this is. Right? Okay, leaving this page blank. And leaving, I think I'm going to leave this kind of blank too. But we have this. This might be a good spot for this sideways. I have this, and it's a can label is what it is, from Cranberry Sauce. And I thought it would make a nice little sideways pocket to stick cards or any of that stuff into. So that's what I'm thinking, but I don't like it against the lemons. So let's look for another place to stick it. It goes better here because of the greens. So I think we will do that. So we'll leave that. And okay. Or we could do it this way. Let's do it this way. This is the one I want to do it on. Okay, so let me get a piece of my cardstock. Because actually, this is just paper. Okay? If I try to make that a pocket, eventually it's going to wear out and it's going to not work out. So what I want to do is I want to create a pocket, a flat pocket, using a piece of this. And then we'll mat it. Okay? is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to mat that on there, and it's going to become this cool sideways pocket. All right, let's cut. Oh, I forgot. We were still working on that bag. We got to go back to that. I'm so excited to do this that I keep just skipping over what I'm trying to finish. All right, let's see. 3.5 is a good size for a pocket. So 3.5. I'm not scoring. I'm not doing anything. It's just going to be a flat pocket. Okay? We're just going to flat pocket it right there. And then we're going to put this label right there like that. And how fun is that? We're going to have to trim it a little bit. It needs a little trimmity trim. A sliver. You guys know how I feel about my slivers. Okay, there we go. And then this. Okay, let's go back to that page because I keep skipping over wanting to finish this. I want to just add a little ribbon or something fancy on there. And I have these little lemons, so that we could definitely use if we wanted to. We have some lace, and that's my plan. I'm going to add some lace here, you guys, to this. And I'm not sure where I was going to go with it. Lace and maybe like 1 or 2 of these little flowers, because we're going to use these on our cover. And just to add that little bit of decoration. So I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm not adding it to the whole piece, the flowers, I'm not. So let's just nip that off, okay? And the lace, we're going to go from one side straight to the other. Okay, we're going to add the lace straight across. This is going to be slightly smaller, just like so. And look at how pretty that will look. Even if I just do that and I don't do any more than that, that looks pretty, in my opinion. So this is what you do when you junk journal. You just go from page to page and you just figure this stuff out. And you say, oh, this will look pretty there. Oh, this will look nice there. And then you place it. And then you have all of those things. So let me see here. Just look at how pretty that looks, right? And then this lace complements this lace on this page. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but it complements the lace from one page to the other very nicely. Okay, so I'm leaving this alone. But see, I think our pickle guy might fit in over here. Look at, he doesn't clash because the colors are a lot the same. But I think I need to let go of the pickle man. Because I think he's just going to be, not a good fit, I don't think. So, what I want to do, let me find my little scissors. I don't know what I did with them. Shoot. Well, they're not over there. That one bead just wants to roll right off the table, you guys. I think I'm going to just do this on here. And we'll create it that it's a tuck spot. It could, you could add a picture here. Tuck a tag in there. But I think that's what we're going to do. I think. You can mat things out to add more color, texture, layers, that kind of thing. That always works out. You should use your wax stamp. Do I have a lemon wax stamp? Or a messy craft corner wax stamp? I like the pickle boy too, but I think he just doesn't fit with all of the lemons. I don't know. Do I have are you talking about my messy craft corner stamp? The wax seal? Hold on, let's see what she says. Because I'll have to, clear the table to do it. So we might just do it tomorrow. So there we go. And we're just going to, again, do, yeah, I know the hot wax. But I have, all of those ones. I don't have a lemon one, I don't think. So I just did 2 sides. So that way, if you wanted to add a picture in there, you could. They're both sour. I know, right? He might end up in there. You take notice, I haven't really stuck him away anywhere. So I'm going to leave this because this is a nice place for a picture or for, you know, a recipe card, a journal card could get put on there. Totally okay with either. So, and then this, obviously, I'm leaving alone. Okay. And so now we're over here. We're creating this pocket right here with this cranberry sauce piece. And then I have this beautiful, like, cake stand part to go here. Because this reminds me of cranberries. And we're just going to glue that down. Okay, and I think what I want to do here, hang tight, you guys. I'm looking for some strings. String-a-ding-dings. Okay, got my strings, got my plates, got my piece for my folder, or my pocket. All right, so we're going one line of glue here, the long side, because it's a sideways pocket, and one line of glue over here. Okay, and then we're going right here, and I'm going up to, but not touching that bending part, because the more stuff that gets in here, the more trouble that you'll have with that, if that makes sense. So then we got our ocean spray, and we have our, whoops, I mustn't have pushed that down hard enough. Do I have enough glue on there? I do. Okay, and then we're going to put this right there. And then we have that pocket, which is just fun. Pockets are so much fun. Okay, so tell me what's everyone's favorite cake. Not birthday cake, just cake. I mean, birthday cake is like, it can be its category all on its own. Oh, that's a good idea. She's saying to leave the pickle boy alone and just let him live here, and then he can get moved wherever. Just let him live wherever. We'll find him a spot. How does that sound? We shall find him a spot. Yes, ma'am. All right, so let's glue this. And I'm going to glue part way around here and then the whole bottom of the thing. So that way a picture can get mounted there. Maybe it's your prize-winning cranberry sauce cake. You like white cake, Tracy Watson? Linda Jeremiah, that's Larry's favorite too. He likes carrot cake. Actually, he likes his mom's pound cake. Okay, chocolate with peanut butter icing is my favorite. That's just what I really, really like. So, okay, so we're going to put June Boy here on some lined paper. And then we're going to do what she said, and we're going to let him just move all over the place. Okay, so he can live wherever. Oh, I cut this out because I was going to put a little cluster of this at the bottom down here and add on a button. A cranberry colored button. Just like that. I know, so many good choices. Absolutely. Just makes me want to have cake now. Hold on, I dropped my button and it wasn't in the glue. Okay, nobody tell Michelle it doesn't have thread in it. It's got thread living around it, so. Okay. Pickle Man can hide behind the cake. He might. I lost him. I don't know where he went to. Here he is. He could hide behind the cake. I'm sure we'll find a spot for him. We can even tuck him into here. Like, that's okay. So I'll back him and we'll do that. Okay. So we have our side pocket. We have our tuck spot. We have this. Okay. So let's get some lemon paper on here. Now, there is a sponge cake recipe over here that just looks so good, you guys. So, so good. And I think that this paper right here will match it nicely because of the yellows in the sponge cake. So, again, it's 8 1/4 is what I need to cut my paper. by 5 1/4. Okay, and what I think, that's a halfway piece there. So that's just going to get glued right there. And I had another one that I wanted to do. I think we're going to do it here because this will match pretty nicely. So let me cut this to 5 1/4. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a pocket using this. Okay, we're going to create a pocket, 3 sides, and we're going to notch this out over here. So let me find, here's my half circle, notcher outer, and they don't seem to want to be notching out this slick paper for some reason, but it gives me enough of an impression that I can use my scissors to cut it. Okay, I don't know where that went. It's somewhere. But we're just going to do three sides, the top, the bottom, and along this side here. And then this is a nice place for a photo or a recipe, or, you know, maybe lemon meringue pie is your thing and you want a prize at the county fair. You could put a picture here and your recipe tucked inside there. That's okay. And I'm going to show you, if you get the kit, you're going to get some of this lined paper. You're going to get 2 sheets of this lined paper for you to put wherever you want. So let me show you. I'm going to put a piece of it in here. So we're going to go ahead, Pickle Man. That's his affectionate name, Pickle Man. As long as we don't call this the Pickle Man book, we're good, I guess, right? All right, we're going to press this into place. Okay. There we go. So here's our page with our pocket over here. Now we're at our center. We're at center stage. Okay, so there we go. We're at center stage. The only thing I have to do in here is we got to create this up here and then whatever from the front to the back. So we now have this as a pocket. So you can take these, this paper. It's not going to fit inside of there this way because it's too much. But if we fold this in half, okay, we can stick this inside of this pocket. Let it hang out a little bit if we want. Let's pull some stringers. Let's pull some stringers. Well, I do, but it's my own, and I just, no, I can't. It's my own. Let's just put this as a little tab on this paper. Okay. So let's just do this. Okay, and you can put more than 1 sheet of paper in there, but this is a nice size for a recipe. I'm just doing it so that you can see that it is a pocket and there is something happening there. So be aware of that. When you're making a book, be aware of that. If you have a pocket and it's covered the same paper here and here, or like this, if it was just straight on there like this is going to be, people may not recognize it as a pocket, and then you will have an issue. So make sure that you do like a thumb punch, or you stick something in there that just makes it fun and ready to go. All right, we're going to put this over here, and we could do something very similar. We could create a tall pocket, but I don't feel the need to do that. I just want to put a place for us to add something fun. So let's do something fun to the top of this. So I just have some small, some little ribbon, and I have some eyelets, and I think the green ones will look good for what I want to do here. So we're going to go with the green. I get my eyelets from Shauna at Fraps and Scraps. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this right here and we're going to punch 2 holes right at the top up here. 1 and 2. Okay, and I'm going to set eyelets in it. And we're going to glue it straight down. It's going to be okay, but it's going to look cute because we're going to thread that ribbon through there. And I definitely did not center either of those nicely. But it's okay, because nothing is perfect in a homemade book. Just saying. So I'm just setting these eyelets onto here like so. Okay. And then we're going to just take this ribbon and we're going to feed it down through this one. And up through this one. Just like so. And we're just going to tie it in a knot. And see how it changes the chemistry of the page. It just changes the we're going to probably have to glue it down. It changes the chemistry of the page when we add it on there. And we're just going to tack this down right there so that you can see what's going on there. But first we have to glue this down onto our page, right? Yeah, so if you get this book and you have blue ribbons from the county fair, I would totally add them into this book, especially if you tucked them into the pockets or something fun. Add it to the cover. I think adding it to the cover would be just fantastically sweet. Or maybe it's sour. Maybe it's lemon pucker. So that's a way you can change the whole look of just a plain old page. A plain old page. I should have did this to that pocket too, but it would interfere with things going in and out. So we're just going to add a little spot of glue right there and drop this in place, and then we can trim this up. Okay, and let's see, is this the one for this book? No, gotta be careful. I don't want to use all of it. And I'm not sure where I put the stuff that was for the book. That's to the side over there. But we're going to just add this right there. And it just adds that little extra something sweet. Okay. Here we go. Y'all got quiet. Yowza. There's little holes in those. And the glue pops right up through there. Got me good that time. But look at how cute. And then it's not interfering that you can't just still put a picture or a recipe card there. That hurt. All right, so we're good. We're good. Let's add something on here. I feel like it needs something. Calamity Jane. I don't know why Calamity Jane was in this. Other than I think they just needed something more going on there. I don't know. Happy Kids peanut butter. Let's just put this down here. Okay, but let's add something to it. So let's go with, here's some of this lace with the flowers. And we can add that straight across there like that. And again, it's just going to add that little extra. Yes, I know I left a little, whoops, you can't see it. I left a little extra hanging out, and that's okay. But even though these are flowers, I still really like them. I think they look really cute. You're not going to get me again, glue. No, you're not. Also, you can use this book for writing in. It doesn't have to be a cookbook, whoever gets it. And the kit, if you want to get a kit, they're in the shop. The link is in the description of this video. It's been in the description of all the other videos. If you want to get a kit, you can make it any kind of journaling that you want it to be. It doesn't have to be a lemon journal. Okay, it doesn't have to be. All right, I'm going to press this down right there. Look at how fun. How fun is this one? I'm just saying, this is pretty fun. Yeah, and I have a lot of that ribbon. It is vintage. I got it at the thrift store. I bought a bunch of like ribbons and laces and stuff. And I'm pretty sure it's vintage. I really like it. I like the yellow in it. It kind of just pops. Just, pew. Okay, so there we go. Now, any of these here, you can add, every time I reach for these buttons, you guys, you can add something onto these pages in the form of like, add a little vintage button, or two. Look at how pretty that would look with those two just different. You can add them at the top Just, again, just something fun. Let's see here. Let's do these two. Just like that. I think I'm good. I think that's good. Although I feel like it needs a third one. Hold on, you guys. I feel like it needs to be in threes, you know? I know what's going to end up happening here. They're going to go berserko everywhere. Just put them down, Jimmy Lou. Just put them down. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. Okay. Now you can get yourself some thread. I'm not sure where mine is. Let's use some. Let's see how this will look. This is a shell. This is a shell button. See how Michelle taught us to do that? To clack it with our teeth. That is way too whatever. I didn't cut it long enough, you guys. Hello, Bobby. How are you? All right, so let's just tie this in a little knot. And I'm okay with the thread being black and the buttons being white. This has some thread in it. I'm just going to leave it alone. The cover has some black dark colors in it, so I'm okay with it being black and then white and then black again for this smaller one. We had pizza for supper tonight, and it isn't sitting in my belly very good. I don't usually have trouble with pizza. I don't know, just tonight. I think it's because of the medication for the sinus infection is what I think it is. So, who knows? So there we go. 1, 2, and 3 right there at the top. And that just adds something, again, just something a little, you don't have to go hog wild crazy on all of these. Just something a little extra. So 1 and 2 and 3. And that might be spread out a little further than it needed to be. 1. Maybe not. And 2 and 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Cute, right? Just something extra. Maybe they came off of Grandma's blouse. Who knows? Okay, moving along. Again, some of these I'm just purposely leaving blank because of the like the journaling and stuff. Because you can add a picture here and journal here. Okay, same way with like over here. I want to leave this kind of for either journaling or a picture, whichever. But I think I want to add some of this onto here. So this is, we need 8 1/4. That's our hose. That squeaking sound. 8 1/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, that's what I'm cutting them to. And, you know, some journalers will tell you, no, Jimmy Lou, that is not right. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this one up here. And we're going to do it as a tuck spot. Okay. I keep thinking, is that the right spot for this? I don't know. Sometimes I really second guess myself and thinking, is that the exact right spot for that? Or will it look nicer somewhere else? Do you know? Like this right here. It may look nicer right here. I think I like it better right there. So again, it's a preference thing and what you think looks good. Teeny is right. There is no journal police. No one's going to come knocking down your door going, you broke some big, deep journaling rule. That's not going to happen. So don't be afraid of that. Just, you need your own creativity. You got to be your own creative person and let your expression, just let it flow. Have fun. If you're not having fun, walk away. If you're getting too stressed out over something with this, walk away, come back to it later. Trust me, it's not going to go anywhere. And there's no, unless you have like, oh my gosh, I have a gift I need to give. You're good. You're good. It's all fine. Say that with me. It's all fine. It's all good. All right, let's put this there. But I think I want to add, this is just some of the fabric, that lemony fabric. And I think we're just going to let it kind of live here and be a little loosey-goosey, if that makes sense, onto right there. Because again, you got a nice place here. Yeah, and you guys, you have to be the one to fill them up. Either fill them up or sell them. Do one of the two. Don't sit on them and look at them and think they're beautiful and don't do anything with them. Do something with them. So we're just gonna add a little bitsy glue here. Okay. And then we're gonna add this right there. Oh, hello. Slide that down some. And we're just gonna put that right there. Fun, right? And this is all good. These are all good. I don't know. I feel like this needs something. So we might do something with that. I know what we can do. I just had a thought. Woo! See how I almost put the thumb upside down? That would have been not a pleasant thing to do. Okay. So I just had a thought what we could do right here. Right here on this one. Because let's use this. This will match nicely. And I think what I want to do is we're going to add one. Let's add a belly band. What do you think? Belly band? Yes. The white glue is neutral pH adhesive. That's what's in this bottle. Or you may be seeing me grab and use my Fabri-Tac. It's one of the two. I really cut that side crooked. Hold tight. Hang on a second. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to add a small belly band here that we can take some of these bigger pieces and tuck into. Okay, so we can tuck this in there. We can tuck in, where's another bigger piece? That's not a cake. Here's one about Christmas biscuits. And we can just tuck those in there and they'll be okay. You can also tuck in, yeah, the Fabri-Tac is clear. This is neutral pH adhesive. This is what this looks like. You can use Fabri-Tac across the board here. You don't have to use, oh shoot. Well, I'm going to have to get my granny grabber after that because that bottle of glue just fell upside down on the other side of the table. You can use Fabri-Tac on all of this. On all of the paper, you can use Fabri-Tac. Seriously. Some people say, no, you can't. I beg to differ. Yes, you can. All right, listen. Stop flipping on your side, please. Oh, my goodness, you guys. That glue is going to dry, and I'm not going to have it down. So there we go. There's our little belly band. And now we can just stick in some of that ephemera pieces, and that's good. Because that now gives a place. Also, if you have recipe cards, tuck recipe cards in there. Okay, and that's going to add that little extra element. These are good. You can also mat on paper like this to create that journaling spot. If you want to do that, that's totally acceptable. I also don't know why there's a thing that says so special on here. And those were things that were... Oh, here's some apple pie. Do you like apple pie? Billy boy, Billy boy. Something fell. Something fell. Do you like an apple pie, darling Billy? Listen, so when I put these things here, how fun would this be to tuck your recipe card here with this? So your apple pie recipe tucked into here and your photo over here. That would be fun. Totally fun. Totally. So, I am enjoying doing the little tuck spots for this. For just that occasion. Just take those recipe cards and tuck them in there. And then you can put your apple pie recipe on there. And it's all good. It's all good to go. All good, right? Okay, so we did this part. And this has this on here. But I want to do a little something on here. I know it flipped over. I'm only keeping one waterfall in here. Can you see how fat this book is getting? If I add another waterfall in here, it's going to be too much. I had thought about it, but to be honest with you, I just think it's going to just be way too much of another element for the book, what the book cover can handle. So you have to be really cautious. You don't want to put too much on your signature that then you can't give it to anybody because they can't put anything on it because you added too much stuff to it, and the stuff that you added could end up like coming loose, and then your whole book gets ruined. So, yep, you can order off of Amazon. You can get it at Michael's, Hobby Lobby carries it, Joann's carries it. A lot of places carry it. I like this with the menu ideas, and I like this. We're good here. Got that icings. Okay. So we have just a few more pages here to do, and then we can do our cover. So you can create some pockets. That's totally acceptable. You know, we can use this to create a flat pocket here, and then we can add something onto that. So let's just cut this at 5.5, and we can create a pocket here. And then I like that it has pockets. It's a recipe book. So it should have pockets. I'm just saying. So we're going to start the cover. I want to use this lace on the cover. And our ladies, we have those two ladies that have been just hanging out on the table here. Okay. And we're just going to create on the cover. We're going to put that lace. We're going to put these two ladies. And then I was going to do a closure. But I can't do it because if I do, first of all, I put this fork here, so that totally interferes with that there. The only other way that I could do it, which I could do it this way, is if we put this here and then it hooks in the back, which won't look so bad, right? If the closure part is on the back side here, that won't look so bad, right? Somebody tell me whether you think that will look, because we have to put these down flat because we can't have this come around here, but we could put the dots, the Velcro dots. I'm looking for a comment. I know where some of y'all are. Some of y'all are over there sewing up your covers that you learned in Michelle's group. I don't have any magnets, but I have the Velcro dots. I think it would be good too. All right, let's add 3 sides of glue here. 1 and 2 and 3. 3 glue sides. We're going to put this down here. Just like so. And then let's see what we have to put on there. Well, we got tomatoes. We got strawberry jello. Yes, look at how cool that will look. With the little strawberry jello packet right there. And then, I know this isn't strawberry. I know it's lemons. But we can take this straight across there. And it'll just give us that pop-up, guys, that I'm continually looking for. Can you see the ladies again? Sure. There's this lady. And there's this lady. They're just like 1950s housewife type ladies. So let's get this on here. Like I said, we only have like a few more things to do here. And we're just adding some glue and putting this down. And I'm letting the ends just do whatever they want to. They can just do what you want. Just do what you want. You're going to anyways. All right, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this because it's going over top of some fabric. And I just trust it a little more. And just press that down. Okay, and then whatever you want to stick in there. You know, anything at all. Tags, journaling cards, photo mats. Go ahead and use some of your these little recipe cards we can tuck in here. Just like so. And then that adds that little extra element, and then that's fun. Again, photo, journaling, or whatever there, and then moving on. So, what about if you want to add like a paper element to this that's just a strip of paper, this direction, all kinds of fun things. Or what if you want to add a flip out? You can totally do that onto these pages. So let's take a look. We have this, okay, and we can make a little fold out that goes out from either side here if we want to. Keeping in mind that 5.5 is as wide as it is, okay? So if I cut this at 5.5, and then I just cut this at 6, 5.5 and 6. Okay, now all we have to do is put a score it on this 5.5 side. I'm just scoring it. Okay, and I'm gonna fold that. I'm gonna do the same thing here, 5.5, score it, and we're just gonna fold it. Okay, now we have these two pieces right here. Look at how wild that is. Woohoo! That is so fun, you guys. That is so fun. And we can add this here, that it will flip open that way, and here, that it will flip open that way. And then we can just add something decorative onto the cover here. So it doesn't matter what. I'm just playing around with what was laying on the table. So all you got to do then is just add some glue. Patriotic decoration sounds like fun. Okay, so we're going to add this to this side over here. There's our little pocket. I'm just add in this. And this just gives an extra place to write. So I'm thinking this can be decorative. Flip this open. You can add a photo here, and you can journal or put a recipe there. That's totally fine. And don't worry, I'm going to cover up my spots. Some of y'all were like, yikes, what's she doing? I know what I am a professional. And we're just going to make this even with that side. Okay, so just like that. And then take some of your lace, whatever lace that you have that you want to use, and just run it right along there and add a little glue, and it's going to add also another layer, another fun part to this book. So let's do that one. And this one. Come on now, work with Jimmy. There we go. Okay, let's pull this back. You guys, let's glue this one down. This book is getting so chubsy-wubsy, you guys. Just a line of hot glue. And believe it or not, unless you're storing this in a hot attic somewhere, which I don't think anyone is going to get this and store it in a hot attic, hot glue is not going to hurt it. So there we go. There's our little piece. Let's scoot this over a little bit. There we go. So there we go. We're going to use this here in a minute and this. See, we got walnut ketchup and we got tomatoes. And I'm good with both of those, even though they're like slightly off size-wise. You can add, I can't keep adding cakes, you guys. And all the other things I have are kind of small. So we're good. So we're just going to add these two right on there just as something decorative. Now, you can take some of your black fabric, your little fabric pieces, and just add those as a fun little like extra to kind of offset that so it's not so... Okay, so let me just grab this one. Let's fold this in half like this. And cut this off like this. And then we're just going to cut this like that. So now we have two little triangles there. Do the same thing to this one. Just fold it in half. Trim off that extra that's kind of sloppy. And then just cut this in half triangle-wise. Okay. All right, now let me show you what I'm thinking here. What's Jimmy Lou thinking? Y'all are thinking, what's she thinking? You love a fluffy book? It's fluffy. So we can do under a corner here. And what am I doing here? And under a corner there. Just give it that little extra. It doesn't matter if it's not exactly right. And it just is going to look fun. So let's add this there, and this one there, and then we're going to add our piece right over the top, and then it kind of breaks it. It makes it pop out from what it's supposed to be doing. And even though this book is fluffy and loaded and all the things, there's still plenty of room for you to add your own things. Okay, so I did these two corners here, so let's do these two corners here, so we can put one like down. What am I doing here? One here. Why do I feel like that's off? And one up here. Like so. Okay. And then it's just kind of opposite of each other, and it's more appeasing to your eye because it's opposite. If that makes sense. Makes sense to me. That's what I learned in floral school. It's more appeasing to your eye if it's opposites. Okay. So let's glue this down right like so. Get that on there. There we go. And then we're going to flip this over. This I'm going to leave be because we're getting to a place here where this stuff is like all kinds of fun stuff. So we're going to flip this over. And I don't have a clip big enough to clip on this to hold this closed for us to work on. So we may have to blast. You guys, we may have to flip it like this to work on it. Okay, so we have that extra loop at the top to put our hook on or our pin. So we want to make sure that when we add our lace, that we're adding it so it's going to be in a way that not be in the way. I mean, it's going to not be in the way. And we're just going to let this lace flow. And you know, I keep thinking I lost my strip of yellow to go along the top, but it's right here. It's right there, you guys. Okay, let's lob it off. This is from that bridal dress that I bought. Hello! It is really coming together, isn't it, Mr. Gary? It sure is. Okay, so what I want to do is, you don't want to do a whole mess of hot glue and then have it to be a hot mess if you do. What I want to do is I want to add just a line of Fabri-Tac, and then underneath these pieces add some Fabri-Tac and just tack it is what I want to do. On the cover, it's not going to matter because we're going to put these pretty ladies on here, right? We're going to put her here. What happened to my other lady? Did she escape the kitchen? She escaped the kitchen, you guys. Ruh-roh. Oh, here she is. We're going to just do kind of like a little layered thing here. Like so. All right, and the lace is going to make her pop. And then we're putting this line of this along the top up here just to give it a little extra. Okay, and then we have these lemons. We're going to add a lemon. And we may just only add one. You guys, I may just do one. And then we're adding our strip of fabric. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to add my strip of fabric first. This piece first, because this is going to go around the book. And I want it to have time to dry so we can put the, oh yeah. You know what I'm talking about, you guys? I do know this. The Velcro dot, that's what I'm trying to say. So we're just adding that right there, okay? Move this out of the way. The front isn't going to matter as much because we're going to put other things on it and it's going to kind of tack it down. So we're just going to go with a line of glue right along here. Okay? And we're going to just put this back over there. Just like so. And we're going to trim this off, but we're going to do it after we get this all like done and glued into place. Okay. Now I do know, no one has to tell me, a fabric apron would be cute. Yeah, you can even cut aprons from different things. Those little dresses that we made, you know, things like this would be really great, sweet in a book like this, because it's like that 1950s kind of thing happening going on there. But also I've done this before where if you want to, you don't have a lot to decorate with, you can just add 2 lines of glue and this becomes a pocket, and then you can put things in there that are like pocket worthy. Okay, so let's see, we got here and here and here, and there's one and there's one, and just plop it over and press it down. And guess what, that glue will actually dry very nicely. Now we're going to go right along the edge here, and we're going to press that down. And then I'm going to close it over. Now it's coming through there, but that's okay. We're going to fold it over because I don't want it to not be able to wrap around, you guys. Okay, so I'm folding it over to wrap this around. And then we're just going to put a line of glue right along here. And then that's leaving us enough wiggle room with the fabric that it will open and close nicely. Okay? Like, even though we're still going to be putting like a bunch of things on the front here, we're good. All right, so let's trim this off, being careful not to cut any of the things sticking out. All right. Like that piece right there that keeps trying to go in the scissors. There's that. Okay, and then let's cut the bottom one, and then we can go ahead and we can put that pretty trim work around the top. Now down here I have to be careful because I have these things sticking out down here. Let me just tuck those up inside. That would be very disheartening if those got cut off at this point. So let's just trim this up. There we go. Okay, now they can hang out. We do have this though that we can glue this around her neck to make it look like she has a necklace on, right? If you want to add some elements to make it even more poppin' and puckerin' and all the things, that's totally fine. Okay, so this is getting good. I am going to actually leave quite a bit of a strip around there, so that way it's not having to get pulled really tight because I would hate for someone to have to cut it off. So we're going to give it a good amount to work with. Okay, so we have this. Now we have this lady. She's going on here. And we have this lady who's going on here. Okay, just like so. Okay. How fun is this? This is fun, okay? But now something is bothering me. That she is like half-bodied. That bothers me some. So let me show you how you can fix that. First of all, get your Fabri-Tac. Because you're gluing paper to fabric, use your Fabri-Tac here. And let's Fabri-Tac her down. Let's get her in place. We already know she's going to live on the front cover. We already know about how high up to put her. Okay, just like so. There's going to be a lemon down here at the bottom because we're putting this lady right here. Just like so. We're going to put this lemon down here, but I think I want to give her a skirt. I think I just do. And look what we can do for the skirt part. Hang on, let me press that down. It's wanting to pop up. I have this. I have some of this. So we could totally just do like an extension there. We can add some strips hanging downward. That would make it kind of like an extension. But I think what I want to do is let's make it kind of like a handkerchief skirt, if that makes sense. And let's give it some points. And let's let it hang off the bottom of the book. Okay? Let's let it hang off the bottom of the book because it's just fun. And this kind of matches her little skirt. So we're just going to cut several of these pieces. And we're going to make it happen, you guys. We're going to give her a skirt. And then we'll put the other lady over top of her skirt. And then we get this one here, right? Just like that. In fact, we can go up to the waistband if we want to. See, just need to trim that a little bit. And then she's got a skirt happening. Hey, Mama P is in the house. You guys, everybody say hi to Mama P. Right? I didn't like that she was kind of like nipped off there. Like she had it going on. But we are going to put this lemon, because I bought these lemons to go on here. And I just think it's going to look fun. And it definitely makes that lemon pop too. Okay. All right. So let's get this one. And all I'm doing is I'm cutting dovetail, ducktail, bird's tail, whatever you want to call them, on there like so. All right. And then we're just going to add it. Now you can add more if you want to have more pieces hanging off. That's totally up to you. You know, I don't think it's going to matter very much whether you have more or less hanging off of there. I'm not really sure. It may or may not. It may not matter at all. Yeah, it's not going to matter too much. I like the 4 kind of hanging off of there. So let me just, we're going to nip this here. Okay, and we're going to nip this over here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and we're just going to grab our Fabri-Tac and we're just going to go right on there like that. Just press that down. And we need to add some right here. And press this one down too. And it just gives her that little skirt, right? Cute, right? I think it made all the difference. All the difference doing that. What happened there? It stuck to my finger, you guys. Good thing that stuff doesn't dry too quickly. It stuck to my finger. It's trying to stick. Stop it. Thank you. Now you can take a tiny, like small piece of lace. If you have something lacy that will look good, you can add a little waistband there if you want it to have, you know, something like that. I don't know. It just keeps wanting to stick to me every time I touch it. But I think it's going to be just fine. Oh my goodness gracious. It's going to be just fine because we're going to add the little lemon on there anyways. Okay. My goodness. Stop touching it. You could add a little kind of piece like this, whatever. You want to get a little tiny piece of, you know, like pretty little lace and just give her a little lace waistband. That's entirely up to you. I think I'm going to wait and see. This, that's not going to match. Hold, please. Hold on. Again, I don't think this is going to match either. Well, it might. We could add a piece of this along there. I think it's fine. Do you guys think it's fine? I think it looks good. A button. That could be. Button. Who's got the button? Let's find something fun that's going to match. I think this is going to be too big. That would definitely be too big, but it would look so cute too. This one, nah. Well, I don't know. That one might. Or these ones are fun too that I have. And they're just plastic ones I got at Walmart. And they look like a little flower. So on the back side, don't hide the vintage waistband. Okay, that's what I think too. Just leave it. And then we'll just add a button like someone suggested. So all you got to do for these is they're just plastic. Just cut the back side of those off. And then they'll be flat backed for you. So let's just add a little dab of glue right there. A little dab of glue. Oh my gosh. I have so much glue on my fingers that I'm having a hard time. Listen, and now that green stuff I had is just tickling the back of my leg. Thought I had a spider. Okay, what did I do with that string of pearls? And I said we could add this as some pearls right here that it looks like it's her necklace. So let's add a little yabba dabba glue right there. And right there. Okay. And then we're going to stick one end right there and then just see where we want it to come around. Now I got to hold it in place and then I'll cut it. Because if I let go, it's going to go everywhere. So let's give that a chance to set up. Just like that. And now she's got a little tiny string of pearls. Yay! And if we really wanted to, you know, we could give her a pearl earring. It would have been nice if we saw both of her ears. But we're not going to mess with it too much. Let me get some Fabri-Tac behind here. I feel like that's just not holding. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. Well, we're going to glue this on here. And I got to go run and get my... So we're going to put her there. That also gives her some little pop-up as well. Right? And I like that it's hanging down off of the book. Do you guys like that? Because none of you are saying much. Oh, cancel. Okay. Let's add her on here. And then I got to go get my Velcro dot. Hey, honey.
Hey.
Check this out. This lady here didn't have a skirt. So we gave her.
Now.
We gave her one. Look at how cool.
Woo-hoo.
And we're going to put this lemon right here.
I like it.
I like it too. It's looking good, isn't it?
When wife makes things sour, you make lemonade.
Yeah, when you get lemon, make lemonade, y'all. Definitely. You love how she is? Me too. I do too. Okay, let me go grab my dots, my little dots. And we will get that added to the closure. tomorrow morning, you guys, like 8:30. Let's say 8:30 tomorrow morning. We will get our dangle. We'll get our dangle on. We have so much fun material, fabrics, now laces that we can add this really cool dangle. And we're going to add her here. I had a little thing that said recipes on it, you guys, and I do not know what happened to it. I have been looking everywhere for it. I think I may have knocked it to the floor. I did. Oh, and I just found it because I wanted to put this up here as well. Yeah, handkerchief skirt. Yeah, that's it. Oh, beads around her bun. Wait, where did I put those beads? I had them. I can always like nab a little bit more of them. I don't know where they went to. That's a great idea. You guys have the greatest ideas too. Oh, you know what we have to do? We have to add this. We have to add this up here, straight around to the back. Okay, so let's do that. Ooh. We're going to just do it with a little hot glue. And I'll tack some Fabri-Tac under it later. And the reason that we're doing this is because we had that that piece on the back, remember? We had that piece on the back here that was the prongs, and I don't want those to end up poking through and stabbing anyone, sticking anyone. I don't want to get in trouble with Mr. FB. He's persnickety sometimes. Anybody else say that word, persnickety? Oh, geez, I just made a huge globby mess with that. And I want to press it down. But I don't want to get it burned. Let me get that out of there. Get that out of my scoreboard. This is why you shouldn't work on your scoreboard, because you can get glue down in your grooves, like I just did. Okay, so there we go. And while we have this flipped over, we might as well go ahead and add this piece right here for our closure. Now I'm going to give it some room. We're going to give it some wiggle room. Yes, we are. And I'm going to just nip that off. Okay, so I brought in these pieces. Now remember, the part that lays flat should be the softer piece. The rougher piece, because what you're moving, you don't want to grab onto your lace and tear it. So this part goes there, and then the softer piece goes on what you're closing it up with. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to stick this one. These are extremely sticky, the ones that I got too, but I still add a little bit of Fabri-Tac. Okay, so that's going to go there. And then when I'm done the video tonight, I'm going to put the other piece on and let it sit and dry. Okay, because I can't open it once we close it. And I don't want to not finish what we're doing here. Okay, so we have this piece that says recipes that now we're going to add right here. Okay. All right, add some pearls for the headband. All right, hang on. Hang on. I don't know what I did with them. That's why I was like, maybe they're... Oh, I found them. Yay! Hang tight, hang tight. Here we go. Let's put the recipes up here. And then we know it's a recipe book. So see, we did a lemon book. We did a lemon journal. However, we created something completely off. Like, otherwise, this would have been a lot of yellows. And I gotta tell you, I'm not that big of a fan of yellow. I'm just saying. So we're gonna put this lemon right here. We're gonna just give him some glue. It might melt the plastic a little bit, so I want to stand and hold it for a second. And then we'll get those pearls added to her hair, like on her little bun back there. And we're going to add that right right there, you guys. And that's going to look fantastic. I know, we can add a little pearl there and a little pearl here for their earrings. Yes, we can. And I have bigger pearls. No, geez. I'm going to have to be cutting like 3 of these. They're flying everywhere, you guys. Don't you fly away. Oh, shoot. They're like, I have 1 shot left. I have 1 shot left. They're just flying everywhere. There we go. Whew. So we got our little pearls there in case we lose any. All right, let's just add a little line of glue right here for her hair. Ooh, for her hairband. Not Motley Crue. I got a little too much glue. So I'm just pulling some away. And then we're going to stick those right in there. And I'm just, is Chris Hunter here? Y'all better be careful, because if Chris Hunter sends me a message, she can buy this book. Look at how sweet. Right? Okay, let me just add the earrings onto each. They just have 1 ear showing, though. That's what kind of bugs me a little bit. Is like, I hate to add something pearl-like on there. And now I got, now I really made a gluey mess. That's okay. That's okay. We got this, ladies. We got this. So there gives her little earring, right? Yeah, they're just doing their 1950s thing, hanging out, doing all the stuff. And let's just add a little. Come on, a little. There we go. My glue machine is off, ladies, just so you know. And we're just going to put her little earring on there. And look at that. 1950s housewives. Okay, so the only thing we have to do for this book is to create a dangle piece that's going to go right here. Right here's that extra little loop. It's right there. Okay, so this is going to go right through there. And then anything that we want to hang is going to hang off of this. Okay. It's a little stiff, but that's because of the glue, the hot glue. But that's okay. When we get a dangle on there, it's going to be sweet. All right, let's take a look at it before we go for the night. And tomorrow morning, 8:30 Eastern, we're going to go ahead and we're going to, 8:30 Eastern, we're going to go ahead. We're going to make our dangle. That's the only thing left to do in this book that I might think of. She might have taken her earring off to answer the phone. Yeah, that could have been. So I like the vintage lady look. We do have some beads, these wooden beads to go on as a dangle. We have this lemon to go on as a dangle. These are all dangle pieces. And I dropped one on the floor earlier. And it's a good thing it's green. Come on, Jimmy Lou, you can reach it. Oh, it will not go into my fingers, you guys. We're just going to create that to hang there, and that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to put some fabrics on there and some twine, and it's going to just be pretty. Okay, so here's what we have. You guys can watch all the videos from today starting this morning. They are on the page. They're also getting uploaded over to YouTube. So if you get Chris Hunter, I'm going to post a link for the ephemera pieces that I bought. There were 2 kits that I bought for junk journaling. One had like the ladies and this stuff, and one had like some of this stuff and some of this stuff and these great cakes. So there's 2 kits that I bought. I'm going to put a link up on my page when I get off of here and I take a shower, because I need, listen, I've been working hard and Jimmy Lou needs a shower. But you guys, this turned out amazing. I couldn't be happier with how this turned out. So all day, we've been doing this all day. It was free to watch, but if you like, hold on. If you like, you can leave me a tip over at my Ko-fi. Where are you? Here we go. But again, you get to watch them for free. It doesn't matter. I never charge for my videos here on Facebook. So we have this with this cool little pocket here and the little lace doily. I did go with the fork here, ladies, because it did remind me of that table setting. In here are 2 of the 3 recipe cards that you'll get with the kit if you choose to purchase a kit. That link is in the description of the video. Any that buy, I'm going to go tomorrow to the post office. Tomorrow between my live in Bookmakers and my live with the Crafty Bunch, okay? I'll go to the post office. I'll mail your kits out because I know you get excited. This has a little tuck spot so you can add a little 3x3 or 4x4 photo there. A place to write a recipe. Oh, we have to make this tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow we're making our dangle and we're making our shopping list. Okay, I know I have more to add on to this, but here is a waterfall for where you can add recipes. Yes, that was the link that I just dropped in there, Chris. A couple, you know what? I can pin it. Where did it go? You need the Vintage Kitchen Ladies for sure. I'll give it again at the end. But yeah, you can do a cup of coffee if you like. It's Kofi. I guess it's like that coffee, Kofi. One crafter I watch says Kofi, another one says coffee. I don't know. So there we go there with our pieces and our cake. And it has some recipes in it. Here's our paper bag with our piece of, look at how shiny my fingers are from all the glue. And then we did this. Here's our little pickle. He can live wherever he wants to. Here's our shredded wheat boy tucked into here. And he can get moved around. Lots of places to add photos or recipes. Okay, same way with this. This is a tuck spot. Okay. I was like, why does that feel tough? Okay, here's menu ideas. You guys can buy a kit if you like. The only thing that doesn't come, you get 2 sheets of lemon paper, 6 sheets of junk journaling paper. You get 2 pieces of fabric, the base, and some fuzzy stuff for the cover. You get a fork. You get 3 of the recipe cards. There's 3 different kinds. You get, what else do you get? There's ephemera, or not ephemera, I'm sorry. There's these lemons. And you see, I used 1 lemon. I literally was going to do 1, 2, 3 lemons on the cover, but then I saw these ladies and I was like, nope, we got to use those. You will get tags. There's tags you'll get. So this is open for, again, guys, you can just take one of your recipe cards and just tuck it in there. You can put recipe cards in there. Okay, so totally, if you want to get a kit, it's worth it. I only charge $40 for them. They are worth every dollar of the $40. I make sure you get enough stuff in them. You'll get 2 sheets of the vintage journaling paper that I use in several places in here to create tags and all kinds of fun stuff. And then we have, here's our pretty stuff. You get 2 sheets of surprise lemon paper. That's whatever I pull out and stick into your bag. And then look at this. Isn't this pretty? With the lace. And you'll get 2 tags like this. I said, let me make sure I send 2. So in case you make an envelope piece for in your journal, you'll have that going on. Here's what I did with that vintage paper. I just made a little tuck spot for it. Over here, here's our little dangle pieces hanging off of our center where we stitched in. Now, I left this alone in the center, but you could do this up some, adding some lace or anything pretty to it that you want. Here's that other pocket. I just need to add another tag. There's our Sunbeam girl. It is a fantastic price. Nobody is selling startup junk journal kits for $40. They're going for upwards of $75 and $100. Now, I'm giving you 2 pieces of fabric, and we're using an envelope in the center. We're not using chipboard or anything like books or anything like that. So that's why. There we go. There's our belly band, some pretty papers. Here's a tuck spot here. All natural, organic, fresh, and healthy. You know, like that's happening with Englehart's Swan's Down Cake. Prize Devil Food. I'm sure that is not organic. Just saying. Here's our little cocoa piece. Again, more menu ideas. And then, uh-oh, did I accidentally? I did, but it's okay. Here's our lemon paper. And then here's another pocket with some cut apart pieces with that Jell-O box. Is that not the cutest? And then here we added these. Oh, I forgot to add my piece of You ladies are not on your game, y'all. Nobody said, hey, you forgot to add that on that side. We're just adding lace, and the lace is covering up that little flapper spot, the little flapper spot. Okay, so just like that, and then this comes over like that. Look at how amazing this is, you guys. How awesome. Got orange cake, place to write or add photos. Again, places to write and add photos. And then we had this. And, you know, I've been saving this for last because, you know, dessert should be last. I'm just saying that we should all have dessert last. And I got these amazing ice cream cone things, or ice cream cups. Look at this one. Banana split. Tell me in the comments, what's your favorite ice cream or ice cream sundae? I love a good banana split. So let's add this, and we're going to leave it that you can tuck a picture or something behind it. Hold on. Hold. Let's go. Go in there. There we go. And, oh, I have an idea, too. So we just leave in a little tuck spot. And we're gluing this down. Now I'm pressing it, but I'm flipping it. So that way, the glue didn't come over on this side here. And then we're just going to attache. We're going to attache this here, you guys. Turtle tracks, yes! That's so good too, you guys. Turtle sundaes, yummy. And I'm just lining this up that it matches with the one on the opposite side. And we're good, we're good. How fun is that? Now we have that. Here's this, and then we also have this spot here for you to put whatever you like, a tag or something. And here's a little tag here that you can attach like this. Now, somebody was saying about me adding one of my my seals that say the Messy Craft Corner on it. That I'll do tomorrow. We'll do it on the back side. So we're going to make our little tablet tomorrow. And we're going to make our dangle tomorrow, 8:30 tomorrow morning. That's going to finish this book up. The next auction we have, this will be up for sale. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach this. I'm leaving the whole thing in place, you guys. The whole thing. And the scratchy one is going to go on the back cover. So that way, when this is moving around, it is not going to get an interference, okay? So I'm just putting the two together. This is how you do it. There we go. There's my sweetie. Hello, Larry. I said, hello, Larry. I don't always get to see his comment. Sometimes I miss it. All right, we're going to just attach this here. And it's all closed up for tonight. We can't do any more. We have to let it go. Like Elsa, just let it go. Just let it sit there, because if I try to open it now, we're going to have trouble. But you guys, this book got amazing. I am super stoked about this. You are so welcome. So there are a few lemon kits left in the Shopify. That link is in the description of the video. There are 2 versions of it, and I don't know what I did with the fabrics for the versions. Here they are. There's 2 different versions of the book that you could get. One is this navy blue stripe with the smaller black lemon pieces that were like that I used there, or you can get the one like this, and then the inside piece is this dark lemony piece. The reason I used that check is because I wanted to have as many kits to you guys as I could, and that was the best way for me to do it. So this book will be in the next auction. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I know it takes a lot out of a day, and I know some of my friends, they waited until my lives were over today to hop on their own lives, and I appreciate that. That just shows all of the support. Okay, so here's the link for if you want to buy a coffee. That's there. And then here is a link for one of the kits. Let's see, where are you? It's here somewhere. Here's Lemon Kit 2. And that'll take you over to the shop. And if there are none of those, or it's not the right kit, you can just go ahead and search and the shop, and you'll be able to find the other lemon kits, all in the junk journal section. There's junk journal kit section over there. So you guys, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate you all. You all are such amazing, amazing women. And I just know if you're going to create one, you're going to do an amazing job at it too. There's that vintage lace sticking on there. It's not real in your face, but it's pretty. It's not in your face lace. It's behind your back, Jack. But you guys, how awesome is this? And we will create a dangle tomorrow morning, and the shopping list book to go in here as well. Look at how nice and chubsy wubsy, but still lots of room to add stuff. All right, you guys, have a good night. Remember to always be kind, because you never know what someone's going through. What? Oh, I thought he was saying something to me. You watched all day, Carolyn? Awesome. Thanks, Dana. I appreciate you. And Melissa, you're so welcome. You guys are so welcome. So enjoy the rest of your night. Go create something amazing, or do something amazing, or hang out with your husband, or go out to eat, or whatever it is that you want to do. And tomorrow I will see you for Bookmakers Club at 11. We're going to be live to work on this at 8:30 tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time. And, yes, I know, Joyful Rose. I know. All right, you guys, have a good night, and I'm going to see you all tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm excited to finish this up tomorrow morning. Have a great night, guys, and even go watch someone awesome. There's going to be some awesome ladies on tonight. I know it. All right, you guys, and I'll see you all real soon.